Hi everyone. In this lecture, I am going to explain you about how to draw a network diagram for a project. So here, name of activity, starting and finishing event, description of an activity, predecessor, time duration was given in the problem. So name of activities are from A to F. So here starting and finishing events are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So description of activity, preparing the house, constructing of the house, likewise. Predecessors and the time duration means that, so the amount of time taken for this activity. So let us start the construction of the problem. Here the first activity name is A. The starting and finishing events are 1 and 2. Let us start the program with 1 and 2. So 1 is the starting event and 2 is the ending event. It will be named it as capital A. The amount of time taken for this activity A is 4 days. Next one is 2 to 3. So for 2 to 3, the event name is B. Amount of time taken for 2 to 3 events is 80 days and the activity name is capital B. Next one is 3 to 4. Starting event is 3 and finishing event is 4. The name of the activity is C. So here the time consuming for this activity is 2 days. So here 3 is the starting event and 4 is the ending event and the activity name is C, which is taking up 2 days of time period. Next one is 3 to 5. Starting is 3, finishing is 5. The activity name is D and the amount of time taken is 2 days. Next one is starting is 4, ending is 6 and the activity name is E. Amount of time is 1 day. Here 4 is the starting one and 6 is the finishing one. Here E is the activity and amount of time is 1 day. Next, last one is starting is 5 and ending is 6th event. The activity name is called F. The amount of time taking is 2 days. Starting is 5, ending is 6. The activity name is F and the time taking is 2 days. So as you can see that in this network diagram, so this event was started with 1 and ended with 6. Next, we have to calculate the CPM, that means critical path method. So critical path method means that longest distance in this network diagram. So to calculate the CPM, first of all we have to calculate earliest starting time and latest finishing time at every event. Earliest starting time and latest finishing time. To calculate the earliest starting time and latest finishing time, we have to use this formula. So when we are going forward in nature, when we are going in a forward path, we have to consider this formula. And when we are going to the backward of the path, we have to consider this formula. For getting of the first value, we have to consider the earliest starting time and duration time. In every network, at the first event, the initial value of earliest starting time is always 0. So after completion of this first event earliest starting time, we can go forward of second event. So After completion of first event only we have to go through the second one. So to calculate the earliest starting time of second event, we have to consider the earliest starting value, that is 0, plus time duration, that is 4. 0 plus 4, total 4 days. So at event 2 the total value is 4. So after completion of the second event we can go for the third one. So to complete the earliest starting time at third event, we have to consider the value of the second event earliest starting time along with the duration. 4 plus 80, total 84 days. So here the value is 84. And next, after completion of the third one, we can go forward of number 4. So for getting of the fourth event earliest starting time, we have to calculate the value of third event earliest starting time plus duration. 84 plus 2, total 86 days. After completion of the fourth one, we can go for the fifth one. In series only we have to complete the earliest starting time. So for the fifth one, earliest starting time. So for the fifth one, here there is only one head event, that is coming from third. So here we have to consider the value of third. That means 84 plus 2, total 86 days. So till now for each and every event there is only one head event, but at 6 there are 2 head events are there. So that means we have to consider the values of 4 and 5 earliest starting times. So that means 86 plus 1, total 87 days. Next, 86 plus 2, total 88 days. So when we are in a forward path, we have to consider the maximum value, that is 88 in this sixth event earliest starting time. Till now we have completed the forward path of the network diagram for calculating of the earliest starting time. Next, we are again go for the latest finishing time in backward. So the finishing value of each and every event in a network diagram. So the each and every value of the network diagram is same like the earliest starting time. After completion of the sixth one, we can go back to the fifth one, not fourth one. So as like in the sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, again we are backward to the network diagram. So after completion of the sixth, we can go for the fifth one. That is, so when we are calculating the latest finishing times, we have to consider the values of the second values from the previous event. So that is 88 here. From 88 minus 2 days. So from 88 days minus 2 days, that means 86 days. After completion of the fifth event, we can go for the fourth one. So when we are calculating the fourth one latest finishing time, we have to consider the value of the sixth event latest finishing time. Why? Because at fourth only one tail event is there, that is from the sixth one. So at sixth one 88 is the value and 88 minus 1, that means 87. So after completion of the fourth one, again we can go for the third one. So within this third one, here we are having of 2 tail events. So these 2 tail events came from the fourth one and fifth one. Here we have to consider the value of both 87 and 86. So here 87 minus 2, that means 85. Next one is 86 minus 2, that is 84. Here we have to consider the minimum value, that is 84. So after completion of 84, so next one is second. So at second event we have to complete this latest finishing time. Here the value is 84 minus 80, that means 4 days. Next, the last value 4 minus 4, that is 0. So now we have completed the values of earliest starting time and latest finishing time. Now we are calculating the CPM, that is critical path method. So critical path means that it is the longest distance in the network diagram. So here we have to calculate this from 1 to 6. How many number of ways are there to go from 1 to 6. So here we have two paths from 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So total 2 ways are there. Now we have to calculate the time duration for these 2 rows. So here these 2 are the paths of this network diagram. So from 1 to 2 it takes 4 days of time period. So from 2 to 3 it takes 80 days of time period. Likewise, we have to calculate the total time duration for this path. So for the first path it takes 87 days and for the second path it takes 88 days. So we have to represent the critical path for this path. Why? Because it secures a maximum number of days than comparing with the second way. So we have to represent this CPM in the network diagram with a double dotted line. So here I have mentioned the critical path method for this network diagram. Hope you can understand this problem. Thank you.